picture of uh, does it still hold up? Yes. Very black.
Okay, I'm gonna start now.
Can I start the timer?
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Top story for today. We are going to launch an investigation on the 2005 movie, NOROI, Does It Still Hold Up? Now, to decide, to determine this, we're going to be using the criteria from the book, The Philosophy of Horror by Noel Carroll. Although that quote was not super helpful, she does talk about in her book two paradoxes of heart which constitute a so-called good horror. First, that it should frighten viewers with an unknowable unknown, fear of the unknown, and also that it maintains interest despite the intrinsic uncomfortability with being horrified. But how do we even get to being scared of the unknown, scared of what I do not know? Well, that actually arises from essentialism, which is the commonplace philosophy that most people hold, including the viewers and probably you. Most people seek to process reality through a process of categorization, boxing, and putting clear lines in clear categories in everything. For example, here we have a plant, a person, and an AI generated person. Once the lines between those three things start to blur, that is where the fear of the unknown starts to arise, at least according to psychological scholars. Now, how does the film do that? And that's first by establishing a pattern. The first half of the film follows a paranormal investigator. We have a ghost, and then the haunting of that ghost. Another one, a ghost, a haunting of that ghost. And first, it seems like, okay, what's next? The ghosts? No, actually, throughout the second half of the film, we start seeing things that start to not make sense. Here we have the supposed ghost of a girl who is still alive that possesses psychic powers. What is she doing here? And why are there dead fetuses crawling all over her body? And then we have what? What seems to be the origin of the curse, which is not from a ghost, but a supposed old Shinto god. And that is through this contradiction and this sprinkling of context, but without giving us the tools to process it, that the viewers are terrified from the unknown. Second, that it maintains interest despite intrinsic uncomfortability. So how does it engage the viewers? And I can say it with one word, contrast. Let's look at a clip, and I'm going to be talking over it. Here we have a new style presentation, just like what I'm doing now, but notice how in the second half, I'm going to change my voice and take off my coat. And this is me. And I'm using myself as an example for the two ways that this film actually, oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm telling you that. This film actually uses these two presentation styles to engage us and also to make it impossible to disengage by establishing a sense of reality. It seems now that I'm being real and authentic, but that's not true. This is an aesthetic I'm pulling up in the same way the film does it. And using those two paradoxes of the heart, we can see that the film actually does a really good job at being a horror film, and it's really good at scaring us. And the viewers are just stuck to sit there and process the horror on an emotional level. I hope the images weren't so unsettling. Here's a photo of a cat. And yeah, that was my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.
All
Okay.
right. Well, yes, I certainly enjoyed it. I appreciated your example of contrast and having your background moving along. You kept it to about 4 minutes, so don't worry about that. Yes, yes.